Hi guys, this is Dan from the Investment ABC, and in this video I'm going to talk about some investments to get rich quick in just a few years. Normally it takes a very long time, hard work, discipline and dedication to grow your wealth over time with your investments. But there are sometimes these chances that when you take them, you will take the shortcut to get rich. And here I want to present you some of these shortcuts. Number one. Find a revolutionary technology, do your due diligence, believe in it, and invest early. An example for this is Bitcoin. If you would have bought Bitcoin at $10 in 2011 and say sold it at $10,000 in 2017-18, you would have 1,000 times your money in just 7 to 8 years, which is totally crazy. The key to make money here is to hold long term, or like the Bitcoin cult would say, hodl. The reason is that the technology is in the infant stage and therefore hard to determine its monetary value. That's why there will be a lot of crashes on the way up. The strategy here to buy Bitcoin when it was a couple of dollars was to understand the technology and anticipate how other people would react to it. In the case of Bitcoin, many people are buying it to sell it at a higher price. Since it has a fixed amount of 21 million coins, the chances were good that more and more people would buy it and drive up prices. I don't recommend to buy Bitcoin at current levels because I think the bottom is not in. I think we might go down to $1,000 or $2,000, and when most of the investors totally hate Bitcoin and leave it, then you should start to invest some of your money in Bitcoin, or actually that's the case when I want to invest some of my money into Bitcoin. And number two, another example is the Apple stock. If you would have bought Apple stock at $15 in 2007 and sold it right now 2018 at a price of $150, you would have 10 times your money in 11 years. If you would have been a little bit visionary, you could have seen that the smartphones would revolutionize our society, whether in a good way or bad way. It is really meaningful to go to tech exhibitions and be curious how new technologies work. It is also important to analyze how much margin the company creates with their revolutionary product. It might also happen that the industry itself is revolutionary, but the companies which are working in that space have a low margin. Number three is options trading. Options trading is a good method for some quick profits. Depending on the leverage of the option and your risk profile, you can make sometimes 30 to 100% on just a swing trade. But on the other hand, you can also lose that amount in just a few days. So you have to know what you're doing. The key here is to just speculate with a fraction of your total equity and slowly build up your trading amount over time. The best saying for options trading is be long on patience and short on regret. I think this is the main important thing when you deal with options. Number four is real estate investing. Many people became millionaires by investing after the real estate crash in 2009. They bought real estate while it was undervalued, and on top of that, interest rates were very low for many years. The low interest rates led people to go into real estate and rent out the property they bought. The rent gave you a good yield, way more than you would have got in interest from the banks. While the house prices rose in value and so the equity, the banks were willingly giving more loans. People got the loans and paid the deposits for one or two other properties. The next year prices rose again and they could get more loans from the banks since they had even more equity now. Some investors were able to buy 50 to 100 properties this way and ride the property wave up. They rented out their properties and were generating monthly cash flow, And on top of that, they could have sold 50% of the properties in the late stage of the property cycle and pay off almost all of their debt. This strategy works when property prices have crashed, and we believe the interest rates will stay low for many years. It is kind of an avalanche approach. On the other hand, when your timing is off and for some reason interest rates climb up slowly or suddenly, you can get hurt severely depending on the amount of debt you hold. So be careful and understand the risks. Number 5, start your own business and learn how to grow it. In my eyes, starting your own business is the best way to get rich. It might not be the fastest way, but it is the most sustainable way. It takes a lot of hard work and dedication to build a successful company, but once you established it, you can quickly scale it up. Before you start your own business, ask yourself if you are the right person for it. If you want to be a successful entrepreneur, you have to forget everything else and only concentrate on your company. You have to be a leader. You have to be disciplined. You have to be able to manage failure, and you have to be analytical. If you think you are all that, then you have to find a business idea. Ask as many people as possible what they think about your idea. The more people, the better. If your idea is good, take your time to create your business plan. The planning stage is the most important stage. This stage is the making or breaking point. Each of these methods need their own video to explain them in full detail. My intention with this video is just to make you curious so that you study these topics and do your own research and learn as much as you can about them. Be prepared, because at some point in the future, one of these chances will fall into your lap, and I want you to grab them and change your life forever. I don't want you to regret one day about the chances you have missed. If you know some other ways to get rich quick legally, let me know down in the comments. If you like this video, press the like button, subscribe and share this video. Thanks a lot, guys. Bye.